UBC News Tonight is coming to you live from the Nile Avenue with me, Sharon Chomdisha, joined by Magalu Mohammed on Sign Language. A very good evening and thank you so much for always watching UBC TV as we inspire Uganda. In our top stories today, as the electioneering season begins to gain momentum, leadership hopefuls are seeking political refuge in parties of their comfort. The latest cross from the Forum for Democratic Change to the ruling National Resistance Movement is Kilak North Member of Parliament Anthony Akol. As the questions are being asked as to why political players are opting for the NRM party, here are some of the answers from the party's National Vice Chairperson for Eastern Uganda, Captain Mike Mukula.
Your Excellency, because of your good leadership and how NRM has been performing and handling things in a mass way, I have my good brother, Dr. Wakida.
A few months ago, National Resistance Movement scoped a political bumper harvest in Bukedde sub-region.
I promised the NRM party that we need to deliver. I don't want to go where they don't deliver.
Renowned FDC strongman, Dr. Patrick Wakida, announced his defection to the NRM, and these were his reasons.
And I took a decision that you look for power to neutralize poverty. And that's why I took a decision to work with you to neutralize poverty.
A few months later, the NRM has harvested another opposition bigwig from the FDC. Anthony Akol from Kilak North County in Amuru District officially crossed to the NRM.
Hold it in the hand until we discuss with the president.
Thank you. But it is still small size. You have to make a bigger one.
Honorable Lagoy made a decision to change without being forced. Now you tell people yourself.
Why are political leaders crossing from opposition to the ruling party? Here are some of the answers from Captain Mike Mukula.
It is a factor of transformation of many ideals that General Museveni, our historical leader and revolutionary leader, has been able to anchor based on the 5 key pillars of the party, 4 key pillars of the party, that is patriotism, Pan-Africanism, social economic transformation, and democracy within and outside the party.
Peace and security that have enabled a harmonious working environment are the other reasons. This has been through either defeating or bringing fighting groups to the table of dialogue.
The country by 1986 was unstable. The National Resistance Movement has defeated more than 14 major groups which had attempted to overthrow this constitutional establishment, from FOBA in the eastern part, from UPA in Teso, from the West Nile Bank Front Part 1 and 2 of Juma Oris, Uganda's Rescue Front Part 1 and 2 of the late Major General Bamuze.
The same piece has also been exported outside the country.
This all has not been a walk in the park. The national resistance movement has now stabilized the country and is exporting peace to other countries like Somalia and our Pan-African initiative, to southern Sudan. We are in the DRC and many other countries where we feel that our initiative, our support is necessary. We have a strong army.
Back home, services have been extended closer to the people. These range from socio-economic with infrastructures established across the board.
We had slightly above 1,362 kilometers tarmac roads in the country. We are now moving north and above 6,000 tarmac kilometers of bitumen roads in the country. Border to border, NRM has tarmacked the roads. You can also appreciate the fact that clean water is now accessible to our people, both rural, urban, and water for consumption. This is all above 70% or 80% in terms of reach for the water.
As the country gears up towards the next elections, the question political analysts could be asking is, who will be the next to join the yellow bus? Henry Okurut, UBC.
Thank you so much, Henry Okurut. We will keep you updated on anyone that joins the yellow bus. District leaders from the Chigeze sub-region, including resident district commissioners, RDCs, assistant RDCs and district intelligence security officers have been urged to prioritize the fight against land degradation. Speaking at the conclusion of a 3-day capacity building workshop in Kabale, Secretary Office of the President Haji Yunus Kakande emphasized the crucial role of the RDCs in shifting community mindset. Take a look.
President Haji Yunus Kakande has urged district leaders from Chigeze sub-region to educate the public on environmental conservation and the dangers of land degradation. Kakande advised the leaders, who included resident district commissioners, assistant RDCs and district intelligence security officers, against planting eucalyptus trees, which contribute to soil depletion, and encouraged crop diversification.
You leaders who are here, find a way of starting mindset change for the people of Kabale, to see that really they preserve what is still remaining, because this place is going to be the worst part of the country you would have made.
Chigeze remains highly vulnerable to land degradation due to deforestation, soil erosion and climate change, leading to severe environmental and economic consequences. The Deputy Director General of the Internal Security Organization, Colonel Emi Katabazi, stressed the importance of proper management of funds under the Parish Development Model, PDM. He called on leaders to ensure effective allocation and utilization of these resources.
Where is the confusion amongst the leaders? Leaders don't understand this, they don't guide. Number two, they look at somebody and say, this man is too poor, we'll never pay back. But because he's out of what? That state. And it is upon you leaders to guide those people.
We have also been refreshed with new ideas and new knowledge on how to handle land matters, which land matters are very rampant in this region. As you know, we are, as RDCs, we are doing a lot of work in terms of arbitration of people that are found having land disputes in in our areas.
Workshop participants expressed gratitude for the insights gained, which they believe will help address the region's pressing challenges. Benon Mukwaya, Ayebare Shivan, UBC News.
In more stories, residents of Kangulumida Town Council in Kayunga district have witnessed the landmark event as the Kayunga Baraza brought together citizens, government officials and community leaders to discuss development issues and promote patriotism. Organized by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps State House under the leadership of Commissioner Helen Seku, the event aimed to foster civic engagement and strengthen the relationship between citizens and government institutions.
Kayunga district has held a public baraza that attracted hundreds of enthusiasts at Kangulumira Town Council grounds. The event provided a platform for residents to express their concerns on the key issues such as infrastructure, healthcare and education. Hundreds of locals attended the event. Principal Communications Officer of the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps State House, Ian Gumisiriza Jeremiah, represented Commissioner Helen Seku and emphasized the importance of public participation in governance.
The purpose of this event was to share ideas, first of all, to listen from the people, to listen to their challenges, to listen to testimonies of success of government programs, and also to receive suggestions on how we can improve on service delivery.
In her speech delivered by Ian Gumisiriza Jeremiah, Helen Seku reaffirmed her commitment to addressing citizens' concerns and working towards practical solutions.
There is an issue of a school here where the parents are complaining that it is a USE school, but they are paying exorbitant fees. They are saying for boarding they are paying 600,000 and for day they are paying 220,000. That is not correct, and His Excellency the President has written a number of times discouraging and warning the head teachers and the school management committees not to engage in this kind of thing. So we are going to immediately start investigations in the school to see if what is being said here is true.
The Katerega Community Foundation, in partnership with the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, co-organized the event.
Tangier South has a lot of issues, a lot of problems. We can discuss more about health, education, agricultural problems, poverty, as mentioned by a few.
About 100 opposition members defected to the NRM during the event. Tanaba Kenneth, UBC News.
In more stories, mourners have gathered in their hundreds to send off former guild president of Makerere University, George Okurapa. Okurapa, who was exiled to Canada in the mid-1980s, subscribed to the Uganda People's Congress, something which put him at loggerheads with the Army Commander General Mugisha Muntu. At the time of his death, he had returned to Uganda, courtesy of the government, something which the chief mourner, Captain Mike Mukula, used to preach peace and reconciliation.
A life of exile, a return to roots, and a final rest in the motherland is summary enough to remember the life of George Okurapa. The man who called Canada home for years ultimately found his way back to Uganda. This is the life that mourners in Okwakipi village in Komuge parish of Kachumbala sub-county in Bukedia district were here to celebrate.
Their children.
One group of mourners after another. Wreaths were laid to honor the deceased. His, according to mourners, was a life's journey full of resilience, hope and responsibility.
And for you who are still young, when you're on cloud 9 and you're up there, the voice you'll hear telling you, it's time to go home, that will be George.
The former guild president of Makerere University had lived in Canada for many years, building a new life as an asylum seeker and later as a citizen. Despite the distance, his heart and love remained in Uganda.
That notwithstanding, we thank God and thank George posthumously for the great service he offered to God, offered to us, and offered to our community.
Such love has been felt and witnessed firsthand by George Okurapa's family.
He was more than just a father, he was our rock, always guiding and caring. When he was there, nothing seemed impossible. I can't put into words the depth of gratitude I feel for the life lessons he gave us, but I'll carry them forward, sharing his legacy of kindness and wisdom and love.
Goodbye, my family. Goodbye, my family. My life is past. I loved you all to the very last. Weep not for me, but courage take. Love each other for my sake. For those you love don't go away. They walk beside you every day. And I'll end it right there. Thank you.
After years in exile, George returned to Uganda, driven by a desire to contribute to his country's development.
He was a man who loved his people with deep commitment.
Though his time back home was short-lived, his impact will be remembered.
I worked with him very closely. And I want the people of Teso to listen to this very carefully. Soroti Referral Hospital. Equipment for medical equipment. Achumanangun Nuitosomawa Dekis, Akirondat, Ainuak, Aijen, Aranuitosomawa Theater, Obu Ejuk. He was able to mobilize and put together a 40-foot container, to send equipment to Teso to look after his people.
Captain Mike Mukula seized the opportunity to preach peace, unity and reconciliation in memory of George Okurapa.
My message to you, the people of Teso and Uganda, in the spirit of George Okurapa, I call upon all the people of Teso to reconcile, especially the leaders, to a common stand.
Signing out at 65, George Okurapa was a Ugandan son and a Canadian resident whose life associated two worlds. Henry Okrut, UBC.
May the Lord strengthen the family of the late George Okurapa. A private security guard has been arrested following accusations from an elderly woman, Nebi Diocese, who claims that Pastor Yoel Shalom unlawfully took over her land. Nebi Diocese is accusing Pastor Shalom of preventing her from accessing her land, ancestral land, alleging that the pastor has been harassing her, barring her from visiting the graves or using her farm. We have a detailed report as Jamil Sekaja reports.
A distressing land dispute in Jimbo Village, Wakiso district has drawn the attention of security officials and government representatives. Elderly resident Nebi Diocese claims that Pastor Yoel Shalom has illegally taken over her chibanja, preventing her from using the land where her loved ones are buried. Nebi says that for a long time, Pastor Yoel has not allowed her to step or cultivate on her land, not even visit the graves of her family members.
Kulumu madama la disiru ya jawa. Kabiri makoko na damu na ateka walwa mugamba nti baba no alinya wanunga amutema.
Following Nagai's plea for help, Senior Presidential Assistant for Special Duties Fiona Barungi, together with Wakiso Assistant RDC Mugwanga Lutaya and security officials, convened a meeting at Jimbo Village to resolve the dispute.
At the locus, a nearby place where we are right now, and we are trying to resolve a matter of an old woman who they grabbed land from. I was with the RDC and police.
Local residents expressed their grievances to Barungi, alleging that Pastor Yowell and other influential individuals caused Miss Nagai so much mental distress.
Mukujja yajja n'amaanyi era wano nkakasa wabazze n'ejjambiya ye buli muntu adduka kubanga alina ebintu bibi ina okujja n'entebe eno agiteeka n'ejjambiya ye ne Bayibuli nadda n'ebifaananyi mbirina yes
oyina ebifaananyi nga alina ejjambiya
si kumusa ebiri ne RDC lwe yaliwo haje na kirinako pictures.
Nabokal village chairman Mubir Ahmad alleges that there are private security guards in the village that were brought in by a wealth man, Ewanse Kabanja Joel, to evict people.
And of another village came running in, telling us that there is a gunshot that had happened on his village. So I asked the OC to come with me, but the OC had other assignments there and then. So I decided to go and witness.
This revelation shocked Barungi, who immediately ordered the security team to visit the affected area. Upon arrival, she instructed the arrest of one of the alleged shooters, who was then taken to Wakiso police station for further investigation.
Luckily enough, as we had parked and my people were getting out of the car, one of the people cooked. I think they were briefed that there shouldn't be any person who is supposed to come to that land. And I saw it, because as soon as we parked, they cooked actually, almost shooting to the people that I was with. But luckily enough, my people surrounded them and we got them. But when we asked them why they shot, they said they were checking their gun. So as someone who saw what had happened there, I would not leave those people there. I decided to come with one who had shot earlier on to police.
Barungi assured Elder Nagai that justice would be served and encouraged residents to stand firm against land grabbing. The authorities continue to investigate the matter to ensure that all rightful landowners regain access to their property. Crispus Arinitwe, Jamil Sekaja, Ubcnews.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using MoMo.
Hey, Nkowe High School. Now wana tufunye wo muwanguzi owa MTN MoMo. Ye wangu de school fees ezo mwaka mulamba tebereza. Hey, owuliro otya mutima kati.
Banange sanyu byenye nali amoti wagonya njaga nyangu amali wa ronje erinyo.
Eshishi?
Njani awangula school fees.
Eza MoMo.
Eza MoMo.
Ezo mwaka mulamba.
Okumala mwaka mulamba ndi musanyu.
Oh my goodness.
Banange MTN mwene yaza ne yaze.
Wanji?
Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
Nkubiriza muzadde munnange yonna gy'oli. Wallahi sasulia school fees for MoMo Pay.
Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor. Government of Uganda presents Post Buses in Uganda, operated by Posta Uganda. We specialize in professional transport, courier and vehicle hire services across Uganda. Our routes include Kampala Masaka Mbarara Kabale Chisoro, Kampala Mukono Jinja Mbale via Tirinyi Road Soroti Lira, and Kampala Luwero Kamudini Gulu Kitgum. Our main offices are located at the Post Office Head Office on Kampala Road, with booking services available at counters 23 and 24 at the General Post Office. You can also book at designated district post offices along our routes. For inquiries or bookings, please contact us on 0751 684 184. Posta Uganda. We deliver trust.
Agriculture is Uganda's economic backbone, employing about 70% of the working population and contributing 20% of the GDP. As the world becomes a digital global village, ICT has proven to increase productivity in the agricultural value chain. UCUSAF, through its Strategic Plan 3, recognizes the importance of access and usage of ICT-based tools, information and knowledge for farmers by providing them the needed skills to live, learn, work and participate in a digital society.
We came up with a project which we took to UCSAF, and we're happy that UCSAF supported it. That project is called ICT for Farmers. What do we get from ICT for Farmers? We managed to skill up to 100,000 farmers.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In more stories, Right Reverend Dr. Constantine Rupini has been consecrated and enthroned as the 5th Bishop of the Nebi Catholic Diocese on February 22nd, 2025 at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Cathedral in Nebi. Now, the ceremony was officiated by Archbishop Raphael Pimoni Wokorach of Gulu, with Vice President Jessica Lupo representing President Yoweri Museveni. In his message, Museveni congratulated Bishop Rupini and emphasized the importance of continuity in the church's mission. He encouraged the new bishop to rely on God's guidance and focus on preaching love, unity, and hard work to improve the lives of the faithful. Museveni also praised the role of the church in societal development, urging religious leaders to guide their communities in participating in government welfare programs. Take a look.
Have you a mandate from the Holy See?
We have.
At exactly 5 minutes to midday, we have the new bishop of Nebi Diocese.
Museveni Jalukwanga Umudu Sheke. We are here today to celebrate the goodness of God and delight in His mercy and grace upon our diocese at the consecration and enthronement of Monsignor Constantine Rupin as the 5th Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese. I congratulate Monsignor Constantine Rupin upon being consecrated and enthroned as the 5th Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese today. I congratulate you upon celebrating this milestone of spiritual leadership here in Nebi Diocese. I also congratulate all the faithful who have been yielding from your services and yearning for your consecration upon witnessing this momentous occasion. I believe the consecration and enthronement of Monsignor Constantine Rupin is just ushering in continuity of the good efforts started by the outgoing team of bishops over the years in this diocese, and is a testimony of his unwavering devotion and faithfulness to the mission of the church and the biblical principle of preaching the gospel to all nations to advance the kingdom of God here on earth. To Monsignor Constantine Rupin, now new bishop, the call to serve God and minister to the people of God is a remarkable and honorable spiritual elevation that calls for complete surrender and trust in God as your sole enabler in service. The responsibility of shepherding His flock in this position is an opportunity to tap into the blessings that come with serving God and the people of God. I pray that you reap all that is in store for you and your flock from God Almighty. I thank the Holy Father, Pope Francis, upon his decision to elevate you to this position. I wish to assure you that government will continue working for the maintenance of peace and security in the whole of Uganda for the development of all the people. I call upon the people of Nebi Diocese to receive and support our new bishop wholeheartedly, continue working with all religious institutions, embrace unity, peace and development for all the people of God. I wish you the new bishop God's blessings, and I wish the congregation joyful celebrations. This is the message of His Excellency the President, and I thank you for your kind attention. President Jarufungu Museveni, Umiu Bishop Mutukari Manchen. Akoyo U Sheke. The master of ceremony, if he permits me.
Has been exposed, and accordingly we shall give a tire to.
8 more stories. A group of medical professionals has raised urgent concerns over Dr. Kizza Besigye's deteriorating health, calling for his immediate release for proper medical care. The statement was made during a press conference at Katonga Road, Kampala. Medical practitioners expressed alarm after Dr. Besigye was seen in a wheelchair during a recent court appearance, indicating his condition had worsened.
At least 675 doctors, 1,064 non-medical professionals and 84 pharmacists have signed a petition urging the compassionate release of Dr. Besigye, citing his declining health.
We would like to pass gratitude, secondly, to over 2,500 Ugandans who have appended their signatures, including disclosing their identities, meaning they are serious. They have put their telephone numbers, both names and where they work, and their professions. In this petition for the medical release of Dr. Besigye, over 1,400 medics have signed, with over 750 medical doctors and dentists and pharmacists, over 200 nurses, and about 350 allied health professionals, clinical officers, theater attendants, laboratory technologists, and even 136 medical students have seen that this cause is important.
The petition addressed to the Inspector General of Police, the Chief Justice, the President, and the Speaker of Parliament is spearheaded by Dr. Ekwaru Obuku, former President of Uganda Medical Association.
But we will move to the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, to appeal that Dr. Besigye is not supposed to be in Luzira, and Luzira is not his home given his health situation. The Chief Justice, his office, we are also going to go there. Okay? By the way, we have already sent letters of appointment, seeking appointment, and we shall tell you the updates. The Commissioner General of Prisons, Commissioner General Johnson Byabashaiza, Right Honorable Speaker Anita Among, also we have sent there a request for an appointment, and the President's office.
Dr. Besigye, 65, is facing treason charges in a civilian court after his case was moved from the military court. He has been on a hunger strike, causing concern about the risk of refeeding syndrome.
My colleague Dr. Besigye is no longer under hunger strike, as he called it off, because he was transferred from the General Court Martial to the civilian court or the magistrate's court where he was charged. His body remains fragile soon after this hunger strike. In addition, Dr. Besigye belongs to the Elders Forum of our medical fraternity. Over 60, you become an elder, meaning that remaining under prison's conditions while he is still presumed innocent until proven guilty is unfavorable for his health.
Medical experts stress the urgency of providing him with proper health care.
And we are saying that whereas our senior colleague, Dr. Besigye, is no longer under the General Court Martial of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, and now he has been charged in the Chief Magistrate's Court of Nakawa, he is still in Luzira maximum prison, and this is a cause for our concern.
Kawanguzi Paul, Kalisha Stephen, UBC.
State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. Jesse Muyingo, congratulated the school on reaching this milestone and paid tribute to the late Haji Soed Kakumi for donating the land on which the school was built. He encouraged alumni to actively participate in the school's development projects and urged local communities to support government programs aimed at poverty alleviation and education advancement, emphasizing their role in reducing illiteracy levels. Despite strong winds disrupting the 40th anniversary celebrations of Wakatai Secondary School in Zidowe, Luwero District toppling tents and briefly halting activities, the colorful ceremony continued undeterred at the school playground. The event was attended by a cross-section of religious leaders, including Omlangira Kasim Nachibinge and Supreme Mufti Muhammad Galabuze.
Osmosis again. Osmosis tried to pay. Money wasn't enough. He checked every pocket. Money wasn't enough. Osi, we're sorting it. With the MoMo, we're sorting it. Osmosis checked again. Money still not enough. He looked everywhere.
Hey, but Chief, what is going on?
Osi, we're sorting it. With the MoMo, we're sorting it.
When your money is not enough, we're sorting it with MTN MoMo. Use the MoMo app or dial *165*5# to add call with MoMo Advance and pay bills, send money or buy bundles.
You're welcome to the business segment of UBC News Tonight. The government, with support from the World Bank, is promoting the use of gas in homes and business owners dealing with food. The government is collaborating with the private sector to promote the use of gas, an initiative aimed at saving the country's green cover.
Okusinziira ku kunoonyereza okwakolebwa ekitongole ky'ebibalo.
According to the Uganda National Household Survey of 2021 by Uganda National Bureau of Statistics, 90% of the population uses firewood and charcoal for cooking. Unsustainable biomass has had a negative impact on the country's forest cover as people continue to cut down trees to meet their energy needs. It is against this backdrop that government, with support from the World Bank, is promoting the use of gas in homes and business owners dealing in food. Government is working with private players like Save Tree Energy Limited. In Natete, Kampala city suburb, Sunrise Chapati Makers and Sellers Association is benefiting from the initiative.
Through Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company to cut the costs of cooking gas up to 40%. These prices have been reduced so that even a person down there, because many Ugandans, we've been taking gas as a fuel for only a well-to-do people, but cooking gas can be used by all of us Ugandans.
To save the environment, because when we are using gas, we don't need charcoal, or we don't cut down trees to get firewood, to get charcoal. But if you are using charcoal stoves, you depend on charcoal.
Local leaders have also been urged to support their communities to embrace the use of gas in order to save the environment.
When you see the foundation of this organization is by the low-class earners. It's the low-class earners that basically are engaged in chapati making. So they have gotten a problem of shifting from local energy like charcoal. Gas stoves, but they are incapable of raising money to purchase the gas stoves. So we have been here to fundraise to make sure that they also achieve their goal.
Compared to traditional fuels like firewood and charcoal, gas is considered a cleaner cooking option that can contribute to improved public health by reducing harmful air pollution.
That's all we had for you in this hour. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Chomjisha with Mgalu Mohammed on Sign Language.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
International Women's Day is celebrated annually on 8th March. It is a time to reflect on progress made, to call for change and to celebrate acts of courage and determination play by women. On Saturday, 8th March, Uganda will join the rest of the world to commemorate International Women's Day. The national celebrations will be held in Jankwanzi district under the theme Accelerate Action for Gender Equality. The President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will be the chief guest. Join us for the live broadcast to witness outstanding women receive medals in recognition of their achievements and contributions to the country. Happy Women's Day.
The government's mandate is to maintain law and order, safeguard citizens' rights, and provide essential public services.
Remember, one of the pillars of a roadmap is innovation and entrepreneurship.
There has been this question of how are you protecting our indigenous seed?
It's going to be a tall project that answers somebody's question.
For the past 20 weeks, the front bench has brought you insightful discussions on governance, security, healthcare, justice, and commerce.
Why do you go through this complicated procedure, involve the lawyers? You bring the case against him, the judge will hear you out and pass judgment, and you're out of court in record time.
We remain committed to keeping you informed and engaged on key national matters.
So these are huge, these are powerful organizations which now Uganda chairs. Why don't you come together?
If we haven't migrated to the e-card because of various reasons, including that not all the people of Uganda have smartphones.
You can sit in your house, apply for a passport. If you have a Ugandan who has a successful logistics firm in the US, it means he can come to Uganda and do a lot more.
Now airing every Monday at 8:30